Who remembers Blaze from American Gladiators? The girl with the braids. Blaze. I remember, man, junior high, just now discovering myself. Blaze, boy. Can somebody find a picture of Blaze? Please, somebody find a picture of Blaze from American Gladiator. She was bad as shit. Fit. She was a gladiator tackling motherfuckers. And they had them little bikini type outfits on. And she was a sister. She was bad. Boy. This is a coming of age story. Oh, hey, listen. We trying to get Geoff on Skype right now. Sarah has had 25 minutes of sleep over the past 3 weeks. So she's not right. She's off, you know. This is how off she was. She got here, we was waiting on her, and she got upstairs first and locked the door behind her. We right behind her. She walked right in the building and locked the door. And we was right behind her. The nigga off today, so anything could happen on this motherfucking show. There go Blaze. God damn. Woo-wee. Can't tell me Blaze wasn't bad. Can't tell me Blaze wasn't bad. Well, Geoff will be signing on shortly, momentarily. We got Sarah working on that. This is the first WeGet.What show in a couple of weeks. As you know, Jeff Brown got COVID.
This guy. We got the vid.
Wind parade. He got COVID, right? So he been quarantined. He was good, whatnot. He was good. So he texted me the other day. And he said, Zoe, I'm good. I'm coming in on Monday. I said, no, you're not, nigga. You can't come in on Monday. I said, you can't come in on Monday. You need to stay out another 36 days. You know, you're just a random ass number, like another 42 days, right? And I said, if you do come, you got to wear a mask. I put LOL in the text message. But Geoff is in his upper 50s. So I guess he didn't I was joking. So the nigga stayed home. Then he called me, well, what's the Skype number? I said, Geoff, you supposed to be here. Well, you said not to come. I said, Geoff, I was just joking. Well, Geoff is at home, and now we're struggling with Sarah and Skype. Oh, God. So, I tried to bring it to you guys. And for everybody that's asking why I'm dressed up, I wasn't supposed to wear this jacket on camera, but fuck it. I don't care. I'm dressed up because I'm filming my documentary. It's really, Dom, would you call it a docu-film?
It is completely a docu-film.
It is a docu-film. It's not just a documentary.
A docu-filmery. Okay, a docu-film.
This nigga added an extra layer of complexity that I don't think was necessary. But it's a docu-film, right? And I'm telling you, already it's epic. In the 4 or 5 interviews we've already conducted, it's quite ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. And I'm not going to tell you the format and how we got it laid out. All I know is it's going to change the game. That's all I know. It's going to change the game. Trust me. All right, enough of the fuckery. Let's get to what we normally get to before we get to the stories. Sarah, I'm about to start the community empowerment segment.
Okay, Geoff is trying to call me right now.
So you know what that means. You got 15 minutes.
Okay.
Now, before I get to my first product, I got an in-studio guest. Y'all hear me promoting her stuff all the time. And some of you have even reached out and participated with her. I'm encouraging you all to do it now. Because you know, our men in our community, we're visual. I told people that the girl who sold the socks is beautiful. They bought out all her socks. But before I mentioned how beautiful the girl was, nobody bought the socks. She sold like 2 pairs of socks in 4-5 weeks. I said, the girl fine as hell. All the socks is gone. So sometimes you got to see beauty in order to get motivated. Well, I want everybody to participate with this young lady. She's here with her husband, so don't get any funny ideas. We need you to support her brand. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Terry Lomax is in the building. Yeah!
Hello, Zoe. Thank you
What
so
up?
much.
Don't be scared now. You're a
I'm
tiger.
excited. Yeah, I'm so excited to be here, Zoe. Thank you so much.
Man, I'm glad you were able to come. I'm glad I got a chance to meet your husband.
Yes, yes.
He's cool as a fan, laid back, like, you know, she out here handling hers.
Yes.
She got this shit together. So tell everybody what it is that you do and how you can help them.
Yes. Okay, that's a loaded question, though, so I'll try to make it as easy as possible. So by day, I work at a tech company in San Francisco called Asana, and it's a project management tool, and so that's my day job. But of course, I have the side hustles, and so on the side, I am a podcaster. I have a podcast called the Her Space Podcast. We are all about uplifting Black women, and so we release episodes every Friday on the Her Space Podcast. And then I also help people build their own podcast. So we were able to achieve about 500,000 downloads in about a year and a half. And so I help other people that want to share their story and have something to say. I teach them how to do that. And I'm also here to promote my new book. If you visit glowupbook.com, you can learn more about my book, How to Glow Up.
Tell me about the book.
Oh.
I'm very interested
Yes.
in books.
Oh, yes.
So tell me about the book.
Yes, so the book is basically, it's a self-help book. I wrote my first book when I was 18, and I went to a writer's conference, and I thought I was about to make it. I thought Auntie Oprah was gonna come and, you know, put me on and life was gonna change. And I got some really constructive feedback about the book, and so I put this on hold for about 12 years, and I was like, you know what? I think I faced rejection. I think my ego was a little, you know, hurt, and so this is a 12-year in the making project, and it's basically a self-help book, so of how I went from homeless shelter to Silicon Valley, a very non-traditional path, and a little Black girl from Philly with a lot of adversity against her, and I just want to help other people make lemonade.
You know what? Dom is from Philly too.
Oh, okay.
Did you say you're from Philadelphia?
Yes,
That's what
Southwest
she
Philly.
said.
Southwest Philly. 215.
That's my hometown.
Jill Scott's from Philly too. What part of
Yeah,
Philly,
my
Don?
friend Jill's from there too.
Yes.
Oh yeah, my friend. He had to throw that. My friend Jill is
Jill,
from there.
yeah.
I'm from Logan.
Okay.
Hey,
My
Philly?
family's, yep. Okay, Philly in the house. All right.
Yeah, Philly in
Look
the
at
house,
that.
though.
Yes.
So, the book is about how I'm gonna quote this Zen quote, the obstacle is the path.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you're trying to show people that there is a road inside the obstacle.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Exactly.
And the name of it is
How to glow up as you grow up.
How to Glow Up
God,
as you
right
grow
here.
up.
You see, yes.
The only way to do that is to show up.
That's right.
Sarah?
Yes, sir. Oh, okay.
So where can they buy it? Where can they buy
Yes.
Where can they buy the book?
Yes, they can head on over to glowupbook.com, and the book launches on July 21st. But if you go to glowupbook.com, I'm
They can
releasing
pre-order?
behind the scenes. So right now, I'm just working on behind the scenes footage and stuff
Okay.
like that. But as soon as the book is available, I'll send a link to everyone that enters their email address at glowupbook.com.
Wait. How much does the book cost?
We're still working on the pricing, but I'm gonna have some
Okay.
specials. I'm gonna have some specials
be
for the
asking all
community.
type of-
It's okay. No, it's all good. I'm working
Old
with my
ass
team.
uncle question. So how much is the book?
So I will say.
Where can we buy the book at? Where
These
do
are
we
good.
get?
These are good questions. These are good questions.
Who? You wrote the book.
Yes.
That's uncle shit, right?
Yes.
You wrote it. You?
Yep.
It was you.
Oh, I wrote it. Every word.
He
I
didn't
wrote.
help you?
He did not help. He supported me. He supported me, but no, I wrote.
That's that bullshit uncle shit. I know this nigga help.
Exactly.
Why didn't you help your wife?
Exactly.
You let her do that shit by herself?
Yes.
That's uncle kill your dreams right there. You let her do that shit, you fucking up.
Yep.
And you gonna lose it. She done wrote a book by herself without you, nigga. You gonna lose it. Glow up.
Yes. Glow up.
Wait, say it again.
Glowupbook.com.
All right.
That's
All
right.
right. And then you do some other things too. Let's get that out before I
Yes.
move on to the next piece. What are
Yes.
the other things that you do?
Yes, so I teach people how to build their brands online and make an impact. So whether it's through podcasting, whether it's through just sharing your story or just building a solid brand that's trustworthy. I've been on this branding journey for about 8 years. So if you go to terrylomax.com, you can click that little pink link right there and register for my free podcasting masterclass where I'll teach you how to start a podcast from start to finish, okay? Just visit that link, click there, register, I got you. And then also if you want to build your brand, I also have online courses. So if you scroll down on that page, there are online courses that you can enroll in as well. And one thing that I take a lot of pride in though is creating a lot of value in my products. You know, you buy products online, you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna get, or it's some BS. I make sure that folks can really achieve their end result when they enroll in my courses.
Right. I mean, she's a solid human being. That's why I'm working with her. I tend to skirt bullshit motherfuckers. I tend to skirt those that are disingenuous. She's solid. That's why I'm presenting her to you guys. And I ask that everybody rock with her. Go to her website, do all the stuff she tells you. She has a whole list of shit she tells you to do. I got a list in my email right now. It's from A to Z of shit I'm supposed to be doing.
That's right.
I'm going to do it, so you should do it. Please support her, all right? Yeah. Now, did you get Geoff?
I do have Geoff.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to see what Geoff says about her sitting in his seat. Bring this motherfucker on.
I'm sorry, Geoff.
Geoff Brown.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you a little bit, Geoff. Geoff, we can't see you. Put him on the screen, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. This child, she ain't been to sleep, y'all. Please bear with us.
Okay, hold on just a second. Hey. Oh, there's your...
Oh, he done put on his sports coat. He's joining me. Yes, sir. You got your go to court jacket on.
Change him to this one. That day.
Date? The road manager for the Whispers jacket. Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear. What that mean? Do you see Terry Lomax? Do you see Terry Lomax?
I'm well. How are you, Geoff?
First off, Geoff, you old as shit. You gonna call this young lady Sister Lomax like she's a prayer warrior at the at the local at the Pentecostal biblical reader. I knew he was gonna come with some old. Listen here, you retired devil dog. You fucking listen. I'm so sick of you and your military ways. Listen, listen here, Prima. If your father's not here, I'm gonna die for you, Prima. If you need me, Prima, I'm gonna die. Just. That's true. That's true.
Tell me to turn his mic up.
Hey, Geoff, can you turn your mic up? Can you turn your mic up?
Okay, I'm on iPad.
Because Sarah's struggling.
Come on, don't do me like that.
Jeff has a nice background. Yeah,
Well, we
I like
can't
that.
really we asked you to turn your mic up, not pick up the iPad. I'm fucking sick of this dude. You ask him to do one thing, he done did something else.
Go into audio settings.
Go into audio settings. Here, work that out with Geoff. Let me finish the promo.
Okay.
God damn, I just wanted to see if he was on screen, but y'all still fucking around. Total Package Energy. Listen, let me say this. I talked to the guy who created Total Package Energy, and you guys are really supporting this brand in a solid way. They're out of the Bay Area, out of Oakland. My son just spent a week in Oakland training, with his agent and their trainers, and boy look good. The boy look good. And they was on this Total Package Energy. They work out twice a day. Wake up in the morning, go to the weight training. Then after the weight training, you get skills training. Then after skills training, you do one-on-ones. The boy look good. Fuck around and help a nigga retire.
He hung up.
Tell you right now, let that nigga go on to the league. You think I'm gonna be up in here fucking with y'all? You think I'm gonna be up in here fucking with y'all? Total Package Energy keeps me pumped like this. Go to totalpackageenergy.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Now, also, I got an incredible brand that I want to bring to the table. I've been talking about it, but I actually got a chance to wear some of them during last week's shoots, right, for the documentary. Made Man Sacre. Made Man Sacre. The girl got some comfortable as fuck socks. Now, I done wore them. I wore them with one of my little fancy outfits. Motherfuckers is comfortable as hell. I had on the lime green with the olive boots, the dollar signs. Comfortable than a motherfucker. Please go to Made Man Sacre. Now, she's on Instagram. I don't want to give away her actual Instagram account so you guys can see her. But I'm telling you, her socks, nice. Very comfortable. They fit. Don't you? They're simple socks. They're labeled left and right for the niggas that don't know they feet. For the niggas that have forgot which foot, they're labeled left and right sock. Please, please, please continue to support Made Man Sacre. Of course, the relationship dismount, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. My 2015 release. This book is on fire still. Me and Terry about to create a whole fucking master class on this motherfucker. 2015, man. 12 chapters. At the end of every chapter, there are exercises. The Relationship Dismount, available in 3 formats on Amazon.com. Paperback, Kindle, as well as Audible. Please, Cash Mob. Now, this next thing I'm going to promote is going to lead me into my first topic, and hopefully you got Geoff so we could do this. Because I got to talk about it. In 2019, I released a book that took me 4 years to write. So from 2015 to 2019, I was writing and editing a book to be the follow-up to the relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. That book is called The Holographic Relationship. It came out on Valentine's Day, 2014. In the book, I take concepts from science. 8 principles. I take fine-tuning. What is fine-tuning? Scientists are saying that the molecules and the atoms and the electrons and all of these things are so finely tuned in our universe. One that Albert Einstein called the cosmological constant is so fine-tuned, it's like 100, it has 123 decimals points after the number. That's how fine-tuned it is. So I said, oh, fine-tuning. There are no accidents in the universe. It made the scientists say, then the universe must be intelligently or divinely designed. So I took that and said, no, your relationships are the same way. Just because he was a fucktard doesn't mean you didn't need him in order to grow up, in order to evolve. So even the fucktards in your life are part of the fine-tuning you need in order to mature, in order to evolve to the next level of consciousness. That was one principle. The other principle was relationship uncertainty, where I took Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, which explains that electrons cannot be located and tell you their momentum at the same time. You have to choose. You either want to know where it's at or you want to know its momentum. You can't know both, called the uncertainty principle. Now, do you see how the universe works in a yin and yang kind of way? One is fine-tuned. Some would call that fate. The other one is the uncertainty principle. Some would call that creativity and the possibility of doing something else. And the way the universe works, they come together, the certain and the uncertain, the yin and the yang. That's in my book. Then there was another. I'm not going to tell you all of them, but the one that took off that had people calling me saying, Jada done read your book. Relationship entanglement. Which leads us to our first goddamn topic. Hottest topic in the world. Entangled. I'm in an entanglement. Some people even said she was in an entanglement. Can we get Geoff on? He can't miss this.
Geoff is right. Okay, so what had happened was.
So let me just break it down while you getting Geoff.
You're right.
I'm gonna tell you what entanglement is on a quantum level. It was a big ass argument between Einstein and Niels Bohr. This is in my book. Einstein and Niels Bohr. Einstein was old school. He created relativity theory and special relativity. And the reason why he did this is because he wanted to smooth out the flaws in Newtonian science. Newton thought everything was a big-ass mechanistic clock. So Einstein created special theory of relativity to make shit smoother, more elegant. So he was really a proponent of a materialist kind of world. It's only matter and nothing else matters. But because he discovered all this other shit, E equals MC squared, energy and matter, basically the same thing. He discovered space-time, where he didn't separate the two. But what he did was he opened the door to quantum mechanics. He did that when he discovered that light moves in a wave pattern in little bitty packets called quanta, right? Little packets, photons, little quantas. And when he did that, he opened the door to quantum mechanics. And the young buck-ass physicist that was coming up under him, they revered him, but they was also trying to push his ideas. One of those guys was Niels Bohr. And they argued for 20 years until fucking Einstein died in 58. They argued over reality. Niels Bohr said, the moon is not there if we're not looking at it. It doesn't exist anymore because of the wave function collapse. Whatever we look at collapses into reality. When we're not looking at it, it doesn't exist. Einstein said, that was crazy, and, he didn't believe in it. Spooky action at a distance and all this other, he didn't believe in any of that. And they argued back and forth. Stop telling God what to do. They was going back and forth. So when we get to quantum entanglement, what you find is two particles can be entangled. And they was thinking, Einstein had like some crazy ass ideas. Like, well, if you put one glove in a suitcase and another one in another suitcase, and you open them up at two different times, they still can knock it off. It took both of those guys to die and another physicist by the name of John Bell to come along to prove that Niels Bohr was correct. When you take the two entangled particles and you pull them apart, they have something that's called spin. They're not actually spinning, but they call it spin. If one is spinning north, the other one is spinning south. If you change one, the other one instantaneously changes. And the reason why that was a problem is because nothing can move faster than the speed of light according to Einstein. If you change one, the other one instantaneously changes. Now that's moving at the speed of consciousness and not at the speed of light. And light is supposed to be the speed limit according to Einstein. So they argued back and forth. Entanglement, regardless of how far apart the two particles may be. They could be galaxies, universes, billions of light years apart. If you change one, the other one changes instantly. That is entanglement. I took that concept and said, that happens all the time. Twins are entangled, right? When a twin can sense that his twin is in trouble or something is about to happen to them, that's entanglement, moving at the speed of consciousness. Twin flames, soulmates, these are types of entanglement, right? They took like a really deep concept and made it into a big ass joke. Everybody turned into Steve Harvey. You know how Steve Harvey tried to clown The Matrix because he didn't understand it? You know, that was a stupid ass movie. That shit was dumb as hell. The Matrix was dumb?
He also had a cake on his head, but yeah.
How you gonna call some deep shit dumb? Can't you just say, I don't know what the fuck it was talking about? That shit's stupid as fuck. You gotta look at niggas like. Anyway, entanglement. Energetic entanglement. Now this is where I give Jada credit. Do we have Geoff on?
Yes.
Hey,
Can y'all hear Geoff? Because I want to hear Geoff's perspective on this.
I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Can you turn that speaker up just a little? It's the speaker, and then we should be good. Y'all can hear Geoff? 1 2 1 2.
Hello.
Go ahead, Geoff.
Hey.
Talk to me, Geoff. What do you think about this entanglement shit?
Well, first, this is a matter of a gang of misuses. One, Jada is misusing her queen energy.
She misusing her what?
Queen energy.
Ooh, uh-oh. Well, let me sit back. Go on then, Rem.
The misuse of queen energy. Okay. These people have made an arrangement outside of what the rest of society has been trained to. Marriage is generally, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
We hear you.
Marriage is not about a man and a wife getting together in love until they die. Marriage is about taxing units. How hard is it to tax us?
Keep going, Geoff.
How hard is it? Okay, me, you, and y'all gonna have to forgive me because I've started early smoking weed.
Yes. Yes.
If we all, if the brother here and the sister that came in today, if Sarah, Zoe, all of us, everybody we know, live in the same community, and the one of us that is the best at math teaches our children math and history and science and so on, and in this village of people, you are using your best, the best cooks cook, the best, we have our own society. If that's what we're doing, how do you tax us if all the kids eat at Zoe's house one night, my house the next night, y'all house the next night? How do you say who owes what? You can't. So in order to tax you, I'm gonna tell you two to get together, fucking make some babies, and that's a unit, and I can tax that unit. Well, Will and Jada don't live under that. They also don't live under the concept that I'm supposed to fuck one person until I die. And this is the arrangement that they had. The other arrangement was about security. You wasn't supposed to let your shit get raggedy to where I got to put my manhood being questioned out here in the street with these lesser than thinkers.
That part.
That's the problem right there, is that instead of really using her yoni to heal this dude, she basically, in my opinion,
Emasculated.
treated him like the other disposables, and he was not.
Well, Geoff, you said something very profound here that I want you to, that we got to touch on.
Oh, for sure.
First off, there's a misnomer where people believe that you're supposed to be with somebody for the rest of your life and they're supposed to provide everything for you, right? It's just impossible. Nobody's going to be able to provide you with everything. Or I should say it's extremely rare that one person will be able to give you everything you need. Mentally, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, physiologically. It's rare. It's rare. And then on top of that, you live in a dumbass society. Where we live is stupid. So let's just start there. Where we live is stupid.
Oh my God.
Right? So Geoff is 100% correct in terms of it shows a certain level of maturity to be able to say, hey, we're married and marriage is a business, but we have separate kind of appetites. And this is how we're going to be, right? And a relationship, somebody told me this, and Geoff, maybe you can chime in your thoughts on this. A lady once told me a relationship is whatever the two people agree upon. Whatever they agree that it is, that's what the relationship is. Geoff, your thoughts?
I think that's absolutely true. I think without question, you don't get to tell me how to live my life in my house. But because y'all this government, this system, we need your money and we need you to make it until you get sick and die. That is so important in this. We cannot miss that our relationships have been molded by a financial paradigm for the power elite.
Cheaper to keep her.
Yes. See, but I'm going to punish you for leaving this person who, first off, in my opinion, marriage should be illegal till you're 30 because you don't have any fucking idea. The danger.
Stop pointing at people, Geoff.
Look here. The danger. the danger in young marriage, and brother, I'm only an expert on me because this is my third. The danger in young marriage is that you don't know what you don't want. There are 100 ways to be happy, successful, content, overjoyed, all those things that life has to bring you. But if you want to breed horses and I want to sand boats, and those both feed our souls, we have to be honest about the other things, not trumping that. Like how well you put it down, how good we look together. That's on the top. That's the icing. What's this cake about?
Hey, Geoff, we live in a superficial time, so how well you put it down could very easily fuck your relationship up. Let's just keep that. Dick and pussy is very important for superficial relationships.
I'm gonna cover my sympathy for August in the rent, but that is most of this. Okay, what smaller thinkers think is that because August Alsina's dick looked like a folded jump rope.
Hey, where are we? The fuck is happening? Sarah praising Jesus? You done put Sarah to church. Thank you, Lord, is what she said. Hold her to Boko Shah. In the name of Boko Shahs.
Boko Shahs, let's be clear. There are no dirty words. There are only dirty thoughts and actions. Now,
Geoff, don't ever say that again, okay? We're friends, but don't ever do that.
No dirty words. It's the thought. What did that thought give you? What's dirtier? Which words are dirtier? Fuck or hungry child?
Hungry child.
Okay,
But fuck
now,
was one word and hungry child was two. Just wanted to. But continue.
Now, I'm trying to get. God damn it! You know what this damn thinker I'm working with. Now I got to get back up on the road. So shit. Everybody think the lower frequency thinkers, the people who do this, the people who think, you know what? I'm gonna get this dude this thing and trap him with a baby because he got a future. That frequency. I'm finna put it down on this girl so rough I ain't gonna have to ask to borrow her car. That frequency. The people that think down there, they think that this is all about this man's member, and come on, we've all done the math.
But it is about his member. It is.
Okay.
Get to it, Geoff, and then I'm gonna come right back.
Okay, we ain't talking about Grace Jones. We talking about Jada. Jesus Christ. I was scared that she may have some internal damage. This nigga here, shit. Because Jada's small. But anyway.
Listen, sometimes the small ones are the ones with the sinkholes.
Oh my God. She got room for valuable documents.
With the meat wells.
Now, we can't limit it. Because Jada didn't limit it to that. Jada didn't, if you ask me, perhaps a bit of this is about moving an idea forward. Because these two, remember, Will turned down a scholarship to MIT. This nigga is not stupid.
Very, very intelligent brother.
Very, very smart brother. Still to this day, I am a huge Will Smith. The Fresh Prince is my Lucy. I could watch any episode over and over anytime Geoff come in with that shirt on, that you know they finna throw his ass out. That's my shit. Love that show. Love everything about Will's moves, except seeing that he is using his brilliance and allowing his brilliance to be used by the dark side.
Okay,
This
so
dude he's a gorgeous Anakin.
but let's get back to the real thing here. Let's not superficialize entanglement. Entanglement it happens on a quantum level. So
Sure.
on a quantum level, please, people don't understand. The micro, right, is a mirror of the macro and vice versa, right? The ancient Egyptian or the white people then came and called it Hermes and Hermeticism, and you know how they do. They love to steal and recontextualize and rename. So they say as above, so below. But that is an ancient, African belief system. As above, so below, as above. At the deepest level of reality, they're calling it the unified field. The African may have called it, or the ancient African may have called it Nun or Olukun, right? The primordial waters, right? That represented femininity, the spirit realm. So when she just threw out entanglement and it became a joke, on an energetic level, people are entangled in consciousness. They are entangled. You are entangled with the lesson you call to yourself. That lesson you call to yourself is being called to yourself because it's supposed to be resolved. That's why this person manifests themselves in your life, so you can get resolution for this energetic knot or that entanglement, right? Here's the problem, and maybe, Geoff, you can help me with this. Jada's a liar because she's presenting herself as the help when she's the hurt. Hurt can't help hurt. So don't fall back and say, oh, I was trying to help him. But then conversely say, but I just wanted to feel good. See, that's what he was there for. He was there to make you feel good, which means you were using him, which means you were manipulating him. And nobody wants to call her to the floor for your appetite was leading. You were leading with your appetite. You wasn't really trying to help him. You were going to use that hurt much the same way a pimp uses the hurt in a broken woman on the street. Now, the pimp is villainized, but you and your husband are lauded because y'all were able to sit down and talk about it in front of the world. But the reality of it is, did you pray on him? See, nobody wants to, let's deal with the real shit. We caught up on the stupid ass word that she misused. Entanglement is far deeper than, oh, I had a tryst. I had a tete-a-tete with a 23-year-old. A little dancey dance. I got swiped down with Lord Swiper. Swiper, no swiping. You understand? We want to simplify this shit, but the reality of it is, if Will, I'm just saying, if Will did the same thing with a 20-something-year-old, he would have been drugged and villainized for it. Oh, the girl was wounded, the girl was broken, and Will, under the auspices of helping her, wound up fucking her and then curving her. Well, I guess she got curved. Maybe Jada got curved, right? But maybe Jada got curved because Jada made it known that, nigga, I'm not finna fuck up this tax bracket I'm in with your motherfucking bomb pop colored hair having ass. You don't get your big stick orange hair colored having ass out of here, nigga. Geoff, your thoughts?
First,
Geoff hiding a motherfucker, boy.
and on some Cadillac shit.
Oh, shit.
Yes. Little public service announcement. Stop buying shitty weed. Buy less of the good shit. Maybe you need to smoke less. I think that this concept of entanglement, and especially when you put it this way, Zoe, that concept you just spit out is not lost on Willard Smith.
Oh, I know that.
Yes.
Oh, I know that. Hey, that's why your ass ain't in here.
No, nigga, that's good weed smoke coughing, right?
Nigga, that's Eddie Kane. Nah. Go ahead.
Now, that was not, I think that was Will's subconscious. When he said, let's make it what it is, a relationship. His subconscious was trying to pull it back down into a place where he could handle it. I don't think on the level that you think, that Will doesn't think on that level and could not deal with the concept of entanglement.
No, I'm sure he could.
180 degrees out of phase. We're thinking entanglement is some kind of Heisman sidestep, when the truth is, whether she meant to or not, she pushed herself out of the bullshit into the truth. That basically what you provided with regard to helping him with his health, with letting him live in your house, you were basically, like y'all see Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Yeah.
He was basically Keanu Reeves. Oh yeah, you can stay. Come on in. We
This
love to
nigga's
have
high
you here because we are going to
motherfucker.
drink your young blood. We are going to drink your young blood. And when you think about this dude,
I hear him, though.
I'm gonna get into my sympathy for dude a little later. But people take this shit light. This one, when you lay down with somebody, you are really there's a reason that oh God comes to you. It is because
Why does oh God come to you?
because you are doing a dance. That's why fucking is better with some people than it is with others. And it don't have nothing to do with how some of it has to do with how they look. But I strongly believe that when you get with a person and it's like just an elaborate dance laying down, that is not just about y'all's flesh.
Oh,
That
no,
is
it's an
about-
energetic exchange. Absolutely.
but that's
Absolutely.
Yes,
That's why you got to be careful.
and oh, brother, that was the other thing I wanted to say. What was the highly technical name you gave for one thing, and then you gave the ancestral name for it? Noon, or could you repeat that?
The unified field is what they
The unified
called.
field,
They
yes,
call that the
unified field,
physicists will call that the ground of reality.
yes.
And they say, let me just, and they'll say it's just energy. And at the top of that unified field, it starts to bubble. And that bubbling up creates molecules, atoms, reality, universes, all of that comes from that.
Sure,
And
like a little cauldron.
right, and
Yeah.
the ancients would call that, like the ancient Kemetans or Egyptians would call that Nun, the primordial
Okay,
waters.
That's way too much information.
So that's what you asked for, shit.
Here's my point. The unified field, those words put to that is not the same as noon put to this same concept. Because when we put the word to the concept, it was to identify make reverence to, and be blessed from this. When they put unified field on it, that is to monetize, weaponize, use to ostracize, use to hold down.
Geoff, where your pipe at?
It's right here, nigga.
Take one more toke, because this shit is close to coming all the way through. Take one more toke. Take one more toke off that bitch. I'm saying you close to bringing it all the way home. Come on.
When the word noon was identified with this thing, they did it out of love. They did it out of respect. They did it out of reverence. This unified field shit ain't nothing about that. Can we make a fucking laser
Geoff.
from it?
Yes, it is, sir, and yes. Yeah, thank you. Toke up. There
Are we
go.
about to draw swords on this, sir?
No. Let me tell you why. That is what it's about. Because we live in the macro, but the macro is a reflection of the micro. Hurt is attracted to hurt. This is why I tell people, you're not just dating a person. Your insecurities are also dating. Your fears are also dating.
All that.
Your pains, your wounds, they're dating too.
And when you go out on a date, some of them pay. Some of them react. I'm bringing my wounds out here. I remember I went out with a girl and I was broke and her friends made fun of me. That ain't gonna ever happen again. So when I take this new girl out, I'm finna spend $400 on the first date. So that's my pain. My pain gonna step up and pay for this one. My pain got this one. And I don't even know it. Don't understand that I could have took that same girl and laid out a picnic blanket, made a picnic for her, cooked all the food, took her around, got her some nice vegan ice cream, took her on back to the house.
But this is what I'm saying. Nobody wants to come back and deal with the real of the issue. Jada, you hurt. You said it.
Yes.
I'm hurt. So let's investigate that. Don't try to villainize the young boy. But, a very private thing became public, so I guess we should deal with it and fucked up marriage for life. No, deal with the shit.
Right.
I'm hurt. I'm wounded. I saw a wound that I was sexually, physically, emotionally attracted to. And under the auspices of looking like his hero, I was able to hone in on what I actually wanted.
Right.
Say that.
I still got it.
Listen, I bring home one of my friends to my mama. Rest in peace, mama. I don't mean to use you as an example. But I bring home one of my friends to my mama. This nigga ill, both physically and mentally. My mama offers to help him while at the same time helping herself to him. Everybody in my family gonna be like, Rose, what the fuck? Rose, come over here. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Big Mama gonna be like, Rose, now you know.
That's gonna
Where that Big Mama video? Pull Big Mama up. Big Mama gonna sing. Big Mama ain't gonna have it. That's your son's friend. Come on. Did the nigga call you mom too? And if he did...
Well, so, if I may, brother, our people had what it is that Asians and Arabs and Jews now have that we do not. Shame. There was a such thing.
Shame is a very low level of consciousness, Geoff. I understand where you're going with this, but continue.
This shit now, we are in a place now where niggas are shameless. They're shameless. There is nothing. Our music, shameless. Our speech to one another, shameless. The way we deal with our children, shameless. Bro, I'm out of that. I did this yesterday. I was in the store getting some shears so I can shake my wife's fro, and this young boy got unruly.
Hey, did you have your mask on while you were out?
What?
Were you wearing your mask while you were out?
Oh, quite the stylish one.
There go Big Mama. Look at Big Mama. Look at Big Mama looking at Rose. Big Mama like, Lord, baby. Look at that look. Baby, you done took one of your son's friends, baby.
I'll tell you
No, Rose.
I'll tell you something else about Big Mama. Speaking of that, from that show last week, with your Big Mama singing, I'm finna do something so funky to that, it's gonna bring you to your knees.
You better not sample Big Mama, nigga. If you loop up Big Mama, I'm gonna be pissed off.
It's gonna be greasy, nigga. It's gonna be so greasy. Wait. Okay, anyway. Honestly, this is a broad sweeping statement that I will fucking die on. This is why we have so many substandard black college graduates. It is because, and I have heard this, niggas talk about going to school because college will make you well-rounded. Motherfucker, you can be a well-rounded individual as a bus driver or a bartender and save me a couple $100,000. Asians don't send their kids.
But I understand I understand what you mean.
They send their kids to become surgeons.
I understand what you mean by shame. I just wouldn't use shame because shame can injure the soul. Shame can damage the soul on a traumatic level. So I wouldn't use shame. There was a time when we had pride in the family we came from. And when we went out into the streets, we did not want our family to look bad because of something we did, right? So there was a certain level of pride. There was a certain level of, shit, I'm with the Williams clan. You understand? And you understand? And then from the Williams, we got the Walkers and the McWhirters. And, you know, there's a certain way we got to stroll because we some cold motherfuckers, you see? I wouldn't use shame, though. Because there are a lot of broken motherfuckers. Mamas done shamed the shit out of some daughters. Done shamed them into some and daddies have shamed the shit out of some sons. So shame is very low in consciousness, but I do understand what Geoff Brown is saying. Really quickly, we got less than 500 likes, but it's 1,300 people in here live right now. It's 1,300 people live. I need everybody to hit the super chat. I need everybody to hit the like button. Put up Geoff Brown's Cash App for his medical funds.
Yes, as I am medicating myself as we speak.
This nigga's COVID fund. Can y'all pull up Geoff Brown's Cash App? Yes, there it is. $ GBFunnyStyle. Please hit that man's COVID fund. This nigga coughing. All right, and pull up my Cash App. Don't be afraid to support this channel and everything that we do, all the businesses that we put in front of you. Please continue to support everybody that has already supported. We say thank you. We say thank you. We say thank you. We say thank you. We appreciate you. We honor you. We respect you. But don't just be in here entertaining the fuck out of your lives and not support what it is that we're trying to do. Please, please, please continue to support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the share button. Now, let's wrap up this entanglement shit. When Bishop Eddie Long called himself helping them boys, and wound up helping himself to them boys. We called him what it was. He one of them Uncle Chesters. One of them predators that be in our family, and we tend not to talk about it. We tend not to talk about it. See, let me tell you something. You got to get a friend of mine. Her name is Karen Hunter. She has a radio show on Sirius XM. She's a publisher. That's a friend of mine. She wrote a book with a pimp. And the book is called The 48 Laws of Pimpology. And when that book first came out, I brought Pimp and Ken on my show to talk about the psychology of pimping and the mentality of pimping. Don't you know helping a motherfucker is the same as grooming them?
Wow. Wow. Well, it is
Under the auspices of helping him, we tried to help him. But you wound up helping yourself. See, because you told on yourself when you said, I did it to feel good. That means you was in it for you. So don't lead with, I tried to help. Well, I was oblivious to what I needed while I was helping him, and then I opened my eyes and there was entanglement. There was quantum entanglement. I saw a flesh pendulum. Just.
I prayed for a sign, Lord. I said, send me a sign, Lord. Make it strong.
Just a pendulum of dick. Just a dick pendulum. A dick metronome. Just tell us the truth, goddammit.
Yes. Well, I mean, this is the problem with Jake. He just had Snoop on, grilling him.
Grilling Snoop.
In his face. And now, here's your shit. And you are in front of Will, who is not, yes, let's try this in the court of public opinion. You know what? I want to do that. Can I, is it time? Can I rant?
It is time for you to rant, brother.
Okay, well,
this nigga's drinking out of a mason jar. Where the pickles at that was in there, nigga?
Now, do you want me to take off like Iron Man from here? Or am I going to use a little runway as you set it up and I just fly off the
I want you to take off from the free throw line. Go ahead.
Okay, from right here. Okay. I'm going to take off from the free throw line with no momentum and jam this. I really do believe. Now, Jada just had my man Snoop on, grilling him for what he said. Now, this is in the court of public opinion. Let's call this red table that court. And we are the judges, juries, and if enough of us decide, social media executioners of these people at this court. These courts are everywhere. Oprah holds a court. For the more conscious of us, me and Zoe hold the court. This is Will and Jada's court. This is a grand court. As a matter of fact, it is not even Will's court. It is Jada's court. One of the highest courts in the social media land. Jada often brings concepts to be crucified in this court. The concepts about how you raise your children. The concepts about relationship. Some of them you may agree with, some of you may not. There has been a goddamn scandal in the court because the High Queen of the court herself has been called out by one of her chambermen. The last person to bring to court to be examined by themselves should be her, but that's exactly who she was. She brought herself to this court to cross-examine herself, bouncing off of a hurt Will. I submit that Will was absolutely the last person to sit in that seat across from her in that court, and I challenge you, Jada. Why don't you put Iyanla Van Zant in that seat? Can she come to court with you? Why don't you put Brother Minister Louis Farrakhan in that seat? Oh, you really don't want to go to court with him. Why, Jada? Why would you rig your own courtroom by putting your own wounded husband on the stand in order to exonerate yourself? I submit to you that that was a mistrial. And if you really want to do it, holler at me, Jada. I'll come sit across from you. Because what you did was foul. This is outside the border of your freak. I don't ever underestimate, or judge another human being's freak. That's your goddamn business. I don't care about that. This is out of bounds because you drew swords with Will in public. It ain't even about fucking that boy. That's who I feel the sorriest for. You think about this. Think about what would happen if you were dirt poor and sick, but incredibly talented, incredibly charismatic, and incredibly good-looking young cat, taken in by who in your mind is the pinnacle of entertainment. Because you come from a generation that was not taught to look back and only look forward. And only look forward at light speed, passing shit that is worthy, passing shit that you should be taking in, but you taking in all this other shit. This is the generation. You don't look back. So all you see when you do look back a little, and especially if you was little when this dude was coming up, is the fucking pinnacle of black excellence, Will Smith. And this is the place you are brought by the kinship of their children. You are brought to this place. Everything in your life is amplified. And now, you in a position to put your thing down. Put the Magambo on Jada? What a emotional roller coaster ride this man has been on. An autoimmune disease that can take his life. Brother, please, I hope you're vegan. This roller coaster ride of extreme success and extreme hurt, seeing too much of both, extreme betrayal, extreme love, okay? For whatever it is, for whatever emotion Jada had, she also had a pile of money to put on it. Imagine your most romantic night. Now put $50,000 on that. All the time. That is not the amplified life that a 20-something-year-old should have. That's fucking warped. This is a 20-something-year-old that goes not from poverty to doing okay, from poverty to fucking opulence. Opulence. Living in a way that rich white folk don't live. The ups and downs of this young man is what should be paid attention to. Who here doesn't know that Jada's a fucking vampire? Who here cannot realize she might be, because her mama still look 38. Jesus. Who? Oh, no, ain't no Kardashian in that. That's her and Nicole Murphy erase all your excuses about your babies. That's baby
There's
fat.
a descendant of the Corvinus clan not but 3 feet from you.
Go ahead.
To dismount. Whatever Jada and Will are, they are. Whatever that relationship is, it is. Whatever this young man is or isn't, sadly, they made him. I'm done.
So, everybody should hit the like button on that alone. Here's the thing. Make a sexual contract and agreement with a mentally stable person. See, your boy, you remember Atomic Dog, George Clinton, signed a lot of fucked up contracts because he was high on cocaine, which made it a defensible excuse, a defensible argument for his lawyers to say he wasn't of sound mind when he signed those contracts, which is how he was able to get the $100 million worth of publishing back. So you got to be of sound mind when you enter into an agreement. Now, if you say the boy was struggling emotionally, how can you then hold him to the agreement of privacy, like a grown-up? Entering into some grown shit when you say I'm a grown-ass man and all this and that. If something wrong with him, how you going to hold him to it? See, that's why you got to be ultra careful about the people you do business with, the people you roll with, the people you bring into your inner circle. If you bring somebody that's damaged, you're not supposed to say nothing.
Speaking of that, brother.
Now, you're not supposed to say nothing. It's the same shit Uncle Chester say.
Speaking of that circle, I'm going to speak on our circle.
You want to take me off my tangent? Oh, it's fine. It's quite all right. I mean, you just got out of a tangent and you interrupted a tangent. So go ahead with your supplementary tangent.
To all those who watch us, they must know then that I am in rare form. Now, speaking of that, there was a circle that included you, Corey, Brother Tariq, myself, and another brother who shall remain nameless. This core brothers, the core cats I just mentioned, are cats who, for whatever, for good or for worse, I stand on their man codes because our man codes are extremely similar. They vary a little bit, but for the most part, the real shit is in granite with these dudes. You cannot be around dudes like that if your shit is watery. If you know somebody that's watery around you, I promise you, if that person hang around with watery people, but you're not sure about him, that motherfucker's watery. Because you're not going to be able to run at our pace. You're going to have to keep your word. You're going to have to not waffle. I have never seen Zoe waffle. We've disagreed and agreed to disagree. And we've also changed one another's minds. Here's some shit. If you're around a person who will change their opinion and will not make an official statement about the change of that opinion, that person ain't shit, male or female.
Oh, 100%. Right. 100%. Now, can I get back to what the fuck I was talking about?
Sure. I'm high.
Hey,
it's a
listen.
rough gym. Polish it yourself. It's a gym. Polish it.
Listen, we're close to 1,000 likes right now. We're almost at 1,400 people watching live. Let's get 1,000 likes on this video and continue to hit the super chat. Continue to share with Geoff on his Cash App. Continue to share with me on mine as well. We'd appreciate it. Now, there's a book I want y'all to get. Dr. Tommy Curry. Man Not. The Man Not. Not a man, not human. Just like the slave master over here, he's a doctor working on black female slaves with no anesthesia, right? Doing gynecological shit on them. Oh, because the slave doesn't feel pain. The Man Not book talks about how black men were mistreated by black males, by white males and white females during slavery. He's not a man. He doesn't feel it. And a lot of that comes through today. That man kneeling on George's neck didn't see him as a human, so it didn't matter. So how it translates into our lives, how we have been affected by this, is he was getting some pussy. He good. She couldn't hurt him. He good. He was fucking Jada Pinkett. That's a notch on his belt. Do you know how many aunties have fucked nephews in our community and we just push that shit under the rug like he's unaffected?
Okay.
Do you understand? Like, I need y'all to understand. Men, black men in particular, have this image that says we're invulnerable to trauma, when in fact, we are just as vulnerable as our female counterparts.
Question.
I wasn't through.
All right.
Rottweiler waves.
I'm sorry.
Now just, I'm gonna let you jump back.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you jump back in.
None of my aunties.
We're not talking about your aunties. They good
Okay,
Christian
okay.
women that was raised on cream of wheat from Chicago.
All right, hold on. It's a confession. But a couple of my mama's friends, I am sure wanted to give me some pussy, and I sure wanted to get it back. And I was 15.
You wanted to fuck one of your aunts, Geoff?
Is that wrong? I don't
Geoff,
want to-
there you go. That's what Geoff looked like when he rolled up on his aunt. Baby, I just got my motherfucking hair blew back. You my mama's sister, but you don't come around. Ain't nobody gonna know.
I'm going to send y'all some more pictures.
Wait, put that picture back up. Let me voice Geoff Brown real quick. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Listen. Ease up, baby. Flow with me.
Oh, God.
You understand? I know you're my mama's sister, but that don't matter. You left the family a long time ago. You left the church, everything.
Sarah,
You on the outside of the rules, baby. You might as well give your little nephew
what's
some of
your
that
email?
cookie. Geoff, you dirty nephew.
I got to send you some.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Maybe not your auntie. Okay, maybe your mama's friends. Maybe your aunt's friends. You know how much pussy my aunt's friends done try to throw towards me?
Oh, my God.
This your nephew.
Right?
Yeah, I'm her nephew.
Getting all about that young, fresh African energy.
I'm just saying, the black man being mistreated, being abused, being marginalized. See, this is whole movement that's talking about me too and she too and her too, but it's really we too.
Right.
Right. Take that motherfucking M and turn that bitch upside down. It's we too. Because especially in we can't hear you, Geoff. Let me finish. Get his ass, Big Mama. Put that Big Mama picture back. Big Mama, boy. I'm just saying, read the book, Man Not. Just read that book, Man Not.
We are reduced to the two vitamins, the two metaphysical vitamins that we inject into society. For women, reduced to and argued over and cursed out about vitamin dingling and vitamin K. Vitamin King.
Is vitamin K for coochie?
Vitamin King. Michael Jordan, King. LeBron James, King. Kings of sports. Michael Jackson, King. Prince, King.
No, Prince is a prince, nigga.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's just...
Prince is,
sorry.
Yes. Prince is a prince because there could only be one
Exactly.
who could be the king over Prince.
There
That
we
is
go.
True.
Yeah.
But these people are gods. We are gods. And we are sapped by this system of just the vitamins they need to fortify this imaginary world that they create where they can stay ahead. If we do not fuel that world, it collapses. That world is fueled literally by us. If we were to step away from that world and take our vitamin D and our vitamin K back and use it with our vitamin W on us, the wisdom that we naturally have, the soul that we naturally have, if we were to pull that shit away from them, just like the sun, they would perish without it. And eventually, these barbaric motherfuckers would be back where they were if we were to do this. And this is what they know, and this is what they fear. This is why knowledge has always been kept from you. This is why it was illegal for you to read and then you were called ignorant. Because if you come into the knowledge of who you exactly are, on that day is the beginning of the end. It just
I love it,
doesn't
man.
have-
I love it. I love it. It looks like the burgundy matrix behind you. I love
well, nigga, look close.
I love it. That shit looks fresh as hell.
It's in the jacket, nigga.
Is that velvet? What is that, velvet? So, we're going to move on.
You
What's
talking
this
to
lady?
Milwaukee's bartender, nigga.
Hey, Geoff, what's this white lady's name? What's her name? Jesseline Maxwell?
Miss
Epstein's piece?
Yes, Miss Death Watch?
Yeah. You know, she has two prominent U.S. politicians having sex with minors and boasted of owning, powerful people. Former friend and jewel thief claims. I was trying to get that little piece of hair off my chin. That's Jeffrey Epstein. Now, Jeffrey Epstein's girl and Jeffrey and them, they fuck with politicians and entertainers. Her motherfucking ass is in trouble for farming young cooter like catfish, like tilapia. These niggas over here farming little boys and girls and serving them up to politicians and entertainers. See, don't act like this shit ain't real. Don't act like this shit ain't real. Corey Haim came out. They shut that little white motherfucker down. Hey. I know you want to get back in the movies, nigga. They shut him down quick. It's
No,
some
Corey
shit.
Feldman.
Huh?
Corey Haim died.
Corey Haim died. Corey Feldman. Well, which one of the Corys? One of them two little fuckers from the 80s.
Right. Them 80s pretty boys. They did all them dudes, man. All them cats.
I'm
man.
just saying. Only in our community we act like none of this shit comes here. All right? This motherfucker Jeffrey Epstein, listen, I hate the motherfucking internet. I need niggas to stop inboxing me horrible shit. I don't want to see it. I don't want the shit in my consciousness. Somebody, it was on Instagram. It was like a video of Epstein shocking some little naked person, woman, tied down, and he's electrocuting them or something. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want to see that.
Bruh,
But I'm just saying, the shit is happening, and we tend to act like our people are somehow immune. No, it's some fuck shit going on. And listen, don't create a big ass, let me tell you something, Geoff. Let me throw this to you. Don't create no motherfucking red table, a blue table, a black table, a green table. I don't give a fuck. Don't create no kind of table unless you on the table. You understand me? The best relationship coaches and specialists are those that are truthful about themselves. You can't be the help until you help yourself. Now, if you running around being, listen, she said, I'm the type of person that attracts people like that to help them. That's a white knight. And that's a mental illness, by the way. That's a white knight. There's 5 different types of white knight. Go get the White Knight book by Marilyn, PhD. Her name Marilyn. I don't know her last name. Marilyn, PhD. Her and some other lady. It's a gray and white book. The White Knight. 5 different types of white knights. There's a type of white knight that'll help you until they can't help you no more. Because in the help, they get the payoff. If they're not really helping you to help you, they're helping them, they're helping you to help themselves. I need to feel good by helping. That's a kind of white knight. They get you to a certain point and be like, oh, this nigga don't need my help no more. Then they act like you don't exist. I'm not saying this is Jada. I'm saying the potentiality is there. Why is it that a motherfucking celebrity gets a pass? Especially the ones we like. We don't mind the ones we don't like getting drugged. I don't like that motherfucker anyway. But the ones we like, oh, hell no. Jada help everybody. The red table. I'm saying 5 different types of white knights. What about the white knight that'll help you up to a certain point and then pull back the help to keep you where you are so they can continue to help you? I need you fucked up so I can continue to look like I'm the help in your life. I'm not gonna fully commit, because I know if I fully commit, I'm gonna get you over the hump. I'm gonna maim you a little bit so you can keep coming.
Wow.
You're on a help leash.
Because if I'm helping you.
Because they're what, sir?
If I'm helping you, then I'm not bad, am I? I'm good now because I'm helping you. Oh, you don't need no more help? All right, then fuck you then. And with regard to us and how we look at who we decide gets away with what, I liken it unto the female natural reaction with ladybugs and spiders. if a ladybug fly in your house, watch your woman. Oh, don't kill it. Oh, don't kill it. Put it outside. Oh, don't get. Nigga, let a spider crawl in. Kill that shit now, or we are through. Kill this fucking spider. It's ugly. Look at its little things. How many crops have spiders destroyed?
I don't know, Geoff.
Ladybugs destroy crops. But because you have decided that this one is ugly and this one is cute, you allow far more from this cute one. And Will and Jada are ladybugs. Look how good they look together. Oh my God, look how funny Will is. Oh wow. Now can we all call Jada lucky? Can we please? Can we please?
All right. Hey, let me jump in here. Let me jump in here, Geoff, because I have more. Well, wrap it up. Wrap it up. No. Go ahead. Wrap it and then wrap up the thought.
Jada's lucky because every year, at the end of the year, when they look at the money that came in, they go, "Oh, that's so cute, Jada, that you made what, $2 million this year. That was a great year. Come on, put it on the 40. Put it on the 45. Put that there." If Jada take her money and split, she will not be as good as you think. If she go, don't give me no Will Smith money. Just give me the money I made off of what was that thing she had on No, she did. Yeah, set it off. Yeah, you gonna set it off money and that TNT show you had and get the fuck on. No, you're not. So let's just be honest. It's some luck there. That's
before I go to the next story, we're just under 1,000 likes. We're nearly 1,500 people in here live right now. Y'all playing games. Get us to 1,000 likes. You know you like how wrong we are. That's why you tune in, to hear the wrongness that comes out of our mouths. We don't know what the fuck we talking about. We two old fools wearing clothes that are younger than we are.
Right?
You know you don't give a fuck. You just come here to see us run around and say stupid shit. So the least you could do is get us to 1,000 likes. And please hit the like button, the share button. Let's get it trending on YouTube. Y'all hit that super chat. Everybody who's already done it, please. And thank you. Thank you, and please continue to do it. Now, Will and Jada ain't the first couple to say we gonna fuck other people. I got another story here. They not the first couple to say, listen, when we get a little tired with each other, we gonna go off and fuck with vacation dick and VD, vacation dick.
Vacation dick. Vacation dick. We gonna go on vacation and you gonna get vacation dick. Vacation dick. Wow. Do that now. I do. That's gonna make that's okay.
Vacation dick.
Are we gonna do it? We gonna do a duet? We gonna do a big band duet? We'll get a fucking big band, so we put it together and write Vacation Dick and do it like Dean and Sammy.
Vacation dick.
Wow.
Well, what would you call it the other way? If it's vacation dick, what would be the other thing?
I'm gonna take Gucci off right now.
Is it what should we call it? Is it getaway cooter? What should we call it? If you have vacation dick.
I mean, it's almost embarrassing to ignore the socially accepted name, lane. Fuck the name, the lane. We call it side chick. The Italians called it a gourmet. Bruh, that's a well-paid concubine. For the dude, that road has been paved for eons.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe Will and Jada and others like them, Ruby D, revealed her alternative sex life to strengthen her marriage with Ozzie Davis. Some years back, our beloved Ruby Dee and Ozzie Davis surprisingly revealed in their book that at one point during their marriage, they allowed each other to have sex with other people. This is the first Will and Jada. Can it be done successfully? I think so. However, you can't fuck with anybody. It's some Dusty McFarlanes out at this bitch.
Oh my God.
Somebody called it Vacoochie. Yes.
Vacoochie?
Vacoochie.
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 I'm so into you. What am I gonna do? Because I care. Vacoochie.
Vacoochie? I think that's it.
Oh shit, Vacoochie.
You can't get mad. That was Vacoochie.
So I like that, Vacoochie. I believe, and Geoff, maybe you can help me with this.
Sure.
I believe it's exceedingly difficult for one person to be able to fulfill every aspect of who you are. And I believe it's unrealistic to expect them to. Right? And as you get older, I believe you should have conversations that, lead to that kind of understanding. Right? Maybe Will and Jada have that, and maybe everything is on the up and up with them and August Alsina. The only reason why I'm pointing out the things that I'm pointing out is because I sensed disingenuousness in the way it was done. It was like, that shit was like LeBron's decision. I'm taking my talents to South Bay. South Beach. You know what I mean? It was disingenuous. If you're going to do it, come out and say the real. I got caught up trying to help somebody. I ain't shit. I'm broke up, fucked up, and I wound up using them. Live with that. These other couples have done it. I want to know what you guys think. Would you add a partner to your relationship? First off, do you know how murky and messy that could be? All of the shit you haven't done, I'm just saying, all of the inner work you haven't done, and then you're going to add some other shit to it? Geoff, your thoughts?
Yeah, well, it's especially dangerous with how we view love and lovers as some kind of emotional gladiator competition, where you by default are going to emotionally bring in, whether you realize it or not, this other person, and that person's emotions and energies will do battle with that other dude's emotions and energies for first with you. And that don't mean they're going to be jealous and at each other's throats. This is about your inner being witnessing and experiencing these two energies. And one, nigga, I like that red blazer. You look like you just won some golf shit. Okay, nigga, okay. See? Yeah, I would have been in there on some, no, I'm never on some bullshit. But wow. All right, Zoe, I see you.
What the fuck did I do, Geoff?
Oh, no, that's fly, nigga. That's fly. Not everybody can pull off a red blazer and red shoes. Not everybody can do it.
With the gray lapel
Nigga,
flower.
look here. I like seeing brothers wear clothes that white men can't get away with.
You want to see the barber pole stripes? The silk barber pole piece? You don't want to see that?
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
You don't want to see that piece, do you?
No, I didn't.
You want to see the embroidery on the inside?
See, now, you had a disadvantage because my closet is right here, but I'm not.
Jeff, I ain't never had a disadvantage, boy. I got some clothes out front.
Oh, you stupid. Anyway, my point being, I'm high, and I forgot my point. Did I make the point, bro?
I don't know if you made a point. You the one lost.
Who is that? Is that Dominique in the beard with the glasses?
That is Dominique.
Ah!
Why you
What's
yelling?
up, boy?
Jeff, nobody knows what the fuck you're... See,
Okay, I'll bring him up, man. Dominique, ladies and gentlemen in the chat room, y'all need to look this dude up. This dude is dope.
just say Jack Herrera. Jack Herrera.
From Jack Herrera. No, I'm talking about this cat in particular. The only reason you don't know, the only reason he ain't a household name is because his game ain't shit. That dude is dope.
No,
right
he was in the unsung for John B. When they mentioned the Jack Herrera album,
Fuck all that.
he was in that.
Yeah.
Let me just say that because let's keep it 100. That dude didn't mention his band.
Well, he didn't mention it, but they did.
Let's keep it 100. If the fastest cat always won the race in music, if we really cut it loose, I would know. My kids would know who Dominique is, and they would not have any fucking idea who Justin Timberlake is. On some real shit.
This
If
nigga
we
Jeff
gonna be
always
really real
banging
about
on
it.
somebody. You see this nigga? What's wrong with Jeff? Jeff, you want to fight?
I'm high.
You want to fight?
I'm high.
Okay.
My truth does not come out. That's the goddamn truth, and it probably doesn't even belong in this conversation. But I had taken many totes of some fucking Snoop level shit with some mullein in it for your lungs. It's a cleanser for your lungs. Let me tell you something. I am high, wonderful, alert. I'm in a great place, and every time I take a pull, it gets greater.
Okay, Jeff. In the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, this motherfucker Jeff, man, I swear to God. Hey, listen, man, we got another story to cover. I got stories. Hey, and let me just say this real quick. Don't forget to support the HuriKane Report. God damn it. The HuriKane Report. Write it. Take action. Maintain freedom. H-report.news. It's important that you guys tune into her because I get a lot of my stories from this group. I know you hear me say her a lot. That's my point person. But she's a part of a group of people. The HuriKane Report. Also, please support them by buying their gear because that helps, you know, the overall business overhead, you know, kind of like y'all don't buy my shirts, you know. Yeah, kind of supports the overhead or whatnot. Fuck your shirts, though. The HuriKane Report, please continue. Now, Jeff has been talking about this story for a long time. And this is real. The U.S. moves closer to the digital dollar. They done took coins out of circulation. You live in an apartment, you trying to motherfucking wash your motherfucking clothes, you trying to go get some quarters. You trying to go get $10 worth of quarters? That shit over, my niggas. All right? They done quietly took the quarters out of circulation. The digital dollar is coming, and COVID is a part of it. Why? Remember how they quarantined? Remember that story? Jeff, they can't hear you now. I'm going to throw it to you, Jeff. They can't hear you. Remember how they quarantined all of the dollars that were in China that were coming back to America, COVID is now the justification to get rid of the dollar. Geoff has been talking about this for quite some time. Y'all niggas need to pay attention when old velvet curtain speaking ass niggas talk. Geoff, velvet rope, where you at? Come
I'm right
in.
here. I'm listening.
Tell them about the fall of this dollar, Geoff.
The fall of the dollar was an inevitability that was aware of when it was created. All paper money is subject to fall. All of it eventually goes over the greed cliff. These people count on the greed cliff, which is why their moves are so predictable by anybody who's paying attention. These people who have been speaking like me, damn it, I wish I could say I was the smartest. I just paid attention in a different way and watched how the trends go and watched what was being fed to me and why. It is inevitable. Dear people looking for reparations, it's going to come just in time for the dollar to crash. They will crash this motherfucker before they will give it to you. What you need to do
Very profound.
is when the Super Bowl opens back up. This is your protection against the fall of the dollar. When the Super Bowl opens back up, there needs to be a kickoff, and the brothers need to run full speed at one another, get to the 50-yard line, drop the ball, hug, take their helmets off, wave to the fans, and get in their expensive cars and drive the fuck off, causing a network crash of whatever you call your currency. If we take our marbles and go home, we don't have to worry about this paper that you have been chasing for centuries that has never had your face on it. Has never had your face on it. You take pictures next to it. Exactly what people who really have money don't do. Warren Buffett will never take a picture next to a stack of it because that's a stack of hoes that ain't out on the track. You don't ever catch a pimp. You ain't gonna catch a pimp on a regular Tuesday taking a picture in a circle with his hoes because they supposed to be out making money. Money ain't nothing but green hoes. But you look at it as some God. Most of us do not worship Jesus. Most of us worship money. And it is fucking worthless. Since 1971, the idea of money is it's supposed to be backed by your particular government's precious metal, commodity, to back it, to say that it is worth something. In 1971, Richard Nixon took us off the gold standard so that the Federal Reserve, a private company, could sell that gold. What replaced that gold was debt. American debt. These motherfuckers like buying shit they ain't got the money for. That's what I'm gonna back.
Hold on one second, Geoff. Cough again, Sarah, and see what happened.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
What the fuck? Go ahead, Geoff, finish.
What you do? What you do? All right, baby. The concept of the dollar has never, it says New World Order right on it. Novus Oro Seclorum. It says this shit. All these signs have been around you that have nothing to do with what they have to do with. They are about altering elements in reality. And these people have been controlling your reality through these survival tickets. What do you call it, bro? What do you call it, so?
Bio-survival tickets.
Bio-survival tickets. You sisters, I've said this for years, and I hope you have the answer. If you judge your man by how much money he make, what will you judge him by when the dollar crashes? Because it's coming. It is coming. This dollar has been worthless for eons because you have to produce and give shit in order to make your dollar worth something. And the only thing America has produced in the past 40 years is bombs and the threats to drop them. Ain't nobody buying these raggedy ass Chevys overseas. All the people buy from America is fear and culture. And you are the hooks of both. And you leave it over there for them to play with and wait on them and vote for them and walk with them. And this is why, and unless and until you can put yourself on an island connected to other islands. This is why I disagree with us having to be everywhere. I don't think or be in one central area. No, our minds must be together everywhere, like the Bohr, nigga. Until we can get there, we are going to be chained to money. Until we can stop looking at and excusing a motherfucker with these 3 words. How many times have you heard niggas do that? Somebody fuck up. You got money.
So let me just say this, Geoff. Money, as Geoff just stated, like this is real monopoly money, like for real. Like it's monopoly. It's not real in the sense of it builds wealth, it builds debt, as Geoff just said. The dollar has been losing worth for the last 100 years. It's almost at zero. As Geoff alluded to earlier, all fiat currencies return to zero. They all do. Every last one of them. So with that being said, what are you going to do to take care of yourself? See, Geoff said something that I thought was quite profound. When it comes to sharing power, they don't mind giving you money. Because they know giving you money is not sharing power. So, if we start to pursue the money to try to normalize and equalize the power, they'll get rid of the money. They don't have to use a dollar to be in. Listen to what I'm about to say. The top 1% don't have to use money to stay in power.
Whoa. It's filthy. They don't touch it.
The fuck we need it for? Bill Gates don't need money to do what he's doing. The money is just a representative of the power for them. For us, it's a representative of just being, Geoff called it, bio-survival tickets. It's monopoly. See, I say this story all the time. Quincy Jones was like, get money, but then go see if your money has any power. He said that was the coldest game he gave me. He said, go get the money, but then once you get the money, go see if your money has any power. See, y'all niggas out here playing a game you don't know the rules to. And I'm saying, while we're here, why not set up co-ops amongst each other?
Ooh.
Where we bargain, where we...
Come on, man.
Do you understand? Where we barter and we work with one another and we try to build each other up. Why not do that? You got motherfuckers, even in this game, still asking for favors. Say, Zoe, I love your platform. Your audience is ginormous. Promote my shit for nothing. Shout my shit out. And on top of that, I ain't gonna buy none of your shit. It's a game, and there are rules to the game. In order for us to be successful, we got to play this game until they realize you know what, these niggas is pretty fucking good at this game. Let's disconnect the power to this game. Make these motherfuckers adapt. You would be surprised how many motherfuckers reach out for coaching and be like, I don't have no money. Just help me. And oftentimes I will be like, all right, well, what's the issue? Nigga, I need some new shoestrings. This is designer shoestring company. Oh, why I gotta be designer, nigga? You want to get fancy on the shoestrings, nigga? I could have just paid the motherfucking cost for coaching. I'm just saying, like, we don't do business with each other while the game is here. We have to operate in that space. Otherwise, they're going to disconnect the game. It's coming.
Yes.
Hey, what was the name of that company? What's up, Ecor? You good? How you doing, man? What was the name of that company? Some kind of foundation where all the world's richest people are racing each other to give away their money. It's called The Pledge. Look this shit up on the internet. The shit is called The Pledge. The world's wealthiest, Bill Gates, all of them, racing each other to give away all their money. It ain't the money that makes them powerful. It's their network, their resources, their willingness to work with each other. The motherfuckers don't have to have little greenbacks to do business. And now this shit is going digital. You saw it, right? The pledge.
Yes.
The giving pledge. All the richest motherfuckers in the world trying to give away all their money. And niggas is like shooting and killing niggas over debt certificates. Well, we're about to wrap it up. We don't know shit about what we're talking about. We don't know a motherfucking thing. We don't know Will and Jada. We don't know what the fuck they did and how they got entangled with this other little nigga. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know shit about money. We don't know shit about nothing.
Brother Zoe?
Yeah, Geoff?
I had a couple of thoughts I wanted to share.
Go ahead, share your thoughts. Give me this.
One of the things that even playing in this game with this money at the highest levels, this is the biggest trick. No matter how smart you spend your money white.
Look at that.
The smarter you spend your money, the whiter you spend it. Unless and until while this game is on, you can spend your big money smart and black. I'm going to gentrify a neighborhood with black developers, and black real estate owners are going to, real estate developers or real estate salespeople are going to sell it to black people. Until you do that and spend your money as black as you can, we are going to be stuck in this on this chain. I had something else that is
the weed fucked you up. The weed got you tripping. Because weed will fuck you up, Geoff. I mean, it's fine. I mean, your memory and things. Yeah.
When you buy it,
wrap it up, Geoff. We gotta go.
Shit. I tell you what, I'm gonna think of it, and when I do, I'm gonna go live. I'll go live later, and then when I come out, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's some other shit, and as soon as y'all say bye, it's gonna come to me, and then I'll just go live.
So again, we got 1,400 people in the box live. Can you imagine if everybody would have dropped $2?
Here it is, though. Here it is. Here it is. It's the dope shit. It's some dope shit. Do you know why these billionaires?
That's why you at home coughing.
Because I'm drinking mullein tea, and this shit is coming out of my lungs that never did before from the first time I had COVID. I've had it twice and whooped its ass. It needs 13 more COVIDs. Anyway.
So what if I would have died, nigga?
Okay.
What if I wasn't a supreme being and I would have died?
Look, I am your weapon. If you need me, point me to racists. I will lick them on the face. They're done. Now, here, let me get this out. This is the dope shit, okay? Do you know why these billionaires are in a rush to get rid of this money? Because money is the hot potato. So nobody want to get left. Whoever is left with the most of this cash loses, because we got to make cash invalid. You better start getting rid of it. Let these niggas argue over this cash. These niggas don't have the sense to keep the gold chains that they got and never sell them regardless of how hard it gets, because at least the gold is real. Your gold watch is going to save your ass if you got one.
Hey, Geoff, if you got any greenbacks, go buy some elderberry cough syrup.
Dude, I'm already on that. No, I don't think you understand. Let me please, this is very important.
Can this shit be transmitted through the TV?
You are stupid. Let me be clear. Remember, Zoe, when I was sick around Valentine's Day, that was the sickest I have been since I got the chicken pox at 22. I was fucking sick. I got over it, but there was something in that felt like, you know how when you drink and liquid goes down the wrong way? That I had that feeling constantly. Everything else left. This next time that I got sick, I had a mild fever for one day. The rest of it, not so much as a sniffle through any of it, because of all that shit I do. Y'all can watch this my shit from last night. I'll lay it out. I do a bunch of shit. But I couldn't get rid of this cough. Still, my brother turned me on to mullein tea. Mullein. It is a natural lung cleanser. The shit from the first time I got sick now comes up, and it now comes out. It is not about, bruh, I done
Geoff,
COVID-19's
Geoff,
ass.
I'm going to say this, and then we got to go.
All right, you're going to end yours. I'm going to say it in, Mom.
You one of them testimony-giving ass niggas.
Bruh.
You done gave a lot of testimonies, nigga. You done gave testimonies on vegetarianism, veganism, vitamins, you know, and now your ass is the sick one. All I'm saying, nigga, all I'm saying is some of the shit you believe done led you to illness.
No. No. On some deep shit, I think in the contrary, brother. I never said that I was or actually, yes, we covered this on the show. When it first came out, I said black folks can't get it because it was a wish.
You did say that shit, Geoff.
For a plague
You did say that shit.
I really was. When it came out and it started to change and we started to see, I changed my opinion. And this is the opinion I stand on until today. Black people do not have an immunity to the virus. What they have is melanin and superior bodies. And if fed well and nourished well, that is their absolute best defense. But soul food, which you don't eat, soul food eats you.
Geoff, let me just say this. Geoff.
That's what I said, and I still stand.
Let me just say this, Geoff.
If I was eating like I used to, I'd be dead, bruh.
Geoff, let me just say this. When you're here, where do you go after every show?
I go to Original Joe.
Hungry Joe's.
Yes.
And you get what?
I get peas, rice, plantains.
No, don't name the healthy shit first. What do you get poured over that?
The first thing that that what Zoe is getting at is that I have oxtail gravy.
He puts oxtails gravy over all that shit. You faking out here, Geoff.
With
You see that?
now, so I am owning that.
This nigga pump faking.
For this reason, I want you to pick the amount of days from now until you feel that my behavior would point that as untrue.
Wait, what happened, Geoff?
What I'm getting at is that I have made the decision, especially with this. I don't brag that I whoop COVID's ass. What I now have, since I've had it twice, is a wolf that is going to chase me for the rest of my life. And
No, you got antibodies like a motherfucker.
I don't have the luxury of putting oxtail anything on anything. That's a mistake, and I cannot do that anymore. And that is a realization that I have come to. Now,
Geoff,
in order for
let me
that
tell you this.
realization to be valid, I need you to tell me how many days from today that you need to see that as a reality.
No, let me tell you this, Geoff. Don't you ever give up on oxtail gravy. You hear me? As long as I know you, motherfucker, you better have that shit part of your diet. Do you understand me? Don't you ever give up on oxtail's gravy. I'ma fuck with it forever. And don't you ever give up on it.
I'm done, bro. I'm done. That's as close as I am never. If I see
go
a
Big
bad
Mama.
way to do something, that's what I'm doing.
All right, hey, we about to go. We're going to play a little clip of Big Mama on our way out.
Yeah.
We're going to play just a little clip, and then we gone. Do you have that set up for me? Bring Big Mama in. Thank y'all.
We know you sleepy, honey. Yes, we do. Yes. It's time to go to bed. Get that little jacket there for him. He may not attend of Sunday school. And he would, his word was, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And I lived on that. When I'd go, I was a president's Juice Bowl Club. And we go to different homes to have the meeting. And most of the people's home we went to was people didn't have children. And kind of middle class. We would do what we would say middle class. If they had children, they were growing and gone, maybe one or two, and owned their homes and everything. So they'd put on these big...
Yes, sir.
So they would have the meetings for the Juice Bowl Club and whatever else. So I was made me president.
Okay, well, we need to save
I guess they thought I was pretty smart. They wouldn't have made me president of the Juice Bowl Club. So anyway, I'd go to these meetings, and after the meeting was over, we did our talking and everything. After it was over, they served. They'd have cookies and all luxuries, you know, and they had nice common houses for middle-class people. And they would serve, and I was so full up to here. I couldn't, I didn't want to eat. But what you gonna do? Because I'm thinking about my children at home. Ain't got nothing hardly. And here's all this luxury laid out for us to enjoy. And here's my children's at home. And you know what I'd do? I'd bow my head when they served me. And I would say, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. That's what this man, he was a young man when this picture was taken. But he was an older man when he was doing this. That was his word every Sunday morning when he hit that church pulpit. After he said the word, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And I lived on that with my children. When I'd come to the time wasn't nothing hardly. Everything is low. Mr. Julius Hastings' verse would come to me. The Lord is my shepherd. And you know something? Always something it would come. Somebody called me and said, I'm going to come over here. I got so-and-so, so-and-so. It ain't about me and my husband said, and we can't eat it up. Come on and get it for you and the children. I'd go to church. I sung in the choir. Dargan sung with me a lot in the choir. He was the one who needed me more than the children, so I kept him very close to me. And so I'd pass, the choir have to march around and put money in the audience first. I'd march around, I would maybe have about 20 cents or 15. I'd put my last penny in the offering in there. And at home, I'm wondering, what will I give my children to eat today? What will they have? What is I got? Maybe I had a little meal, maybe I have a little flour, maybe I had just a little of this and that. But every time I'd get home, there was always a way was provided. Somebody from somewhere. I remember one Sunday I put in everything I had. And I went on home and I said, Lord, I put in my last penny. I said, I know good enough well. I ain't got nothing for dinner. On Sunday, I like to have a good dinner for the children. And it was a man was peddling. And it's on Sunday now. He was selling vegetables. He sold chickens. He sold vegetables. And I called, his name was George. I called George this particular Sunday. This is one particular Sunday. I didn't have nothing. Now, that's the Sunday I didn't have nothing at home. But I put my last penny in. And I called George. He lived far from me. I said, George, do you have any chickens? He said, oh, yeah. I said, I got some chickens. He said, but I'll have to dress them for you. You know, he had chickens running around the yard. He said, I'll have to dress them for you. I said, I don't want but one. And he said, what else do you need? Listen, what else do you need? I was happy to say I could get a chicken. Because I can make gravy with that chicken and cook some bread and the kids will have plenty of food. You know what I mean?